Okay, that says everything looks good. I still seem to have vocals going on. Good. If my audio cuts out, please let me know. Been having some minor issues with that. I can reload OBS and it comes back, but then I forget to do things like go back to Twitch and set the category correctly. Oh well. Be nice if Twitch would leave the category in place until the person doing the stream specifically changes it. Maybe it's being set by something that I don't know. Restream may be doing it, and just I'm not aware of that. I can't change it in Restream at this point, so don't know. In any case, kind of yammering at the moment because still we've had a couple of minutes of lead-in. I know for a fact that Twitch is going to put in about 3 minutes of lead-in advertising because these streams are rarely over half an hour. Rarely have enough time in them to add a 3-minute advertising window somewhere down into the stream. So we're going to hang out here for just another few seconds. Once the clock there rolls over to 1500 CST or CDT, we'll start the stream and start the solve. And it looks like it's about 8 seconds. My process is to preload the game with what my page says it should be, and then at the appropriate time hit the check mark up here, and if the timer kicks off, which it did, I will have the option of starting to solve the puzzle. All right, I had a quick look at this one yesterday, and I did not see any, or not yesterday, this morning, not see any quick places. So we're just going to start dropping in pairs and worse. And that takes care of all the ones. Got a couple twos here. This one is going to be a 2. That's the only quick solve that I saw. And I did see it this morning, but didn't remember I'd seen it. Oh well. Not either of those. Okay. Means one of these 3 is 2. I was stationed in Germany just before the end of the Berlin Wall. Nope, not a 3. Or maybe it's a 3, but I don't know that for sure. Right out of high school, my high school sweetheart of the era was a foreign exchange student from Germany. At the time, her family lived in Freiburg and Briscoe. I may have that pronounced wrong. If so, my apologies to those who are concerned about it. In any case, I became very much a fan of the Freiburg Münster Church, and wanted to see it pretty much any time. I ended up going to Freiburg to visit with my the lady I was interested in. and I believe I did end up climbing the tower inside the way that it's set up now to do, but I don't remember that very clearly. It was a few years back. In any case, I went hunting for it on Google Earth early this morning and finally spotted it. I've been looking for it from time to time and not having a real great deal of luck with finding it. But I knew roughly what to look for. But yeah, it was not where I was initially thinking. So in any case, I did some visual exploring through Google Earth. One thing to know is Google Street View in Germany is kind of not a thing. Germany's privacy laws kind of prevent Google from having or hosting images that might contain faces or recognizable characteristics of people. So the only real images you get to see are the images that people post and the satellite imagery or overhead aircraft flight imagery, often used for doing topographic surveys and making sure that the what landforms are there are properly documented so that they know where trees are and where trees need to be, and all kinds of stuff along those lines. It is the area of the Black Forest after all, so you get to see a number of things that I think are fascinating. It's not for everybody. Let's see. These two is going to be a 7. And one of these, nope, this one's going to be a 7. And then one of these. All right. I was fascinated enough with the Munster that somewhere along the line, I ended up receiving a charcoal sketch print of the Munster, or at least I believe it's the Munster. Now that I can get or see good imagery of it, I can maybe compare that to the pencil sketch and see if I've got a good recollection or not. And if not, we'll treat the sketch as a welcome reminder, if not the actual Munster. Okay, so one of these 4, it looks like. Not that one. Okay, that one's not the 9. Means this one is. And that turns this into a 6. I'm just going to go through and kind of quickly try to solve this. We've taken several minutes doing this. I do recommend that if you have the opportunity to visit Germany and go city to city, that Freiburg is a fascinating town. They are one of the very few locations, or were at the time I was there, where you could find flowing water gutters basically streams of flowing water that were kind of the city's means of dealing with a number of septic issues. It provide drainage for I'm pretty sure at the time there were horses that would defecate in the street, and this would allow the city to basically clean the streets quickly. I'm not absolutely certain that's what was going on, but I do think that had a lot to do with it. Today, they are still in the streets, especially in the core town around the Munster, but also in some or many of the side streets. Not all streets have it. The one problem with that, or with those stream flowing gutters, is that they are several inches below the street level. So one of their ongoing issues is drivers driving into them. And we got two numbers left here, a 3 and a 5, and that's the solve for this puzzle. But there are many other things worth seeing in the Freiburg and Breisgau area. I was stationed in Ludwigsburg, right outside of Stuttgart. We deployed as part of various exercises to just outside of Nuremberg. We were basically providing comms or communication services for the military. That would have been our place to deploy in case the Third World War had started and Russia was planning on invading through the Fulda Gap. As it was, they did not while I was in. About the time I got out of the service, the Berlin Wall was coming down, and so I'm kind of thankful that I had a decent opportunity to visit Germany. I've been there once since, briefly, as I was deployed for Desert Storm. When we came back, we did not fly through Germany. I did not get to really see much of Germany at the time. The location that we were at was basically just an airport that we offloaded from the plane. They did a cleaning. We got a few goodies and stuff that were provided by the USO and or other organizations, local and international. Loaded back up on the plane and went on our way to Saudi Arabia. Probably about a 4 or 5 hour layover while they did the refueling and the cleaning up. And in all, a very interesting to me process. But in any case, everybody has their own preferences on what to do. In this case, I'm going to call this a day for Sudoku. We'll get the solution posted up today, or up tonight, about midnight, and tomorrow's medium puzzle will be posted at about the same time. I wish you all well. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and talk to you soon.